All right, good morning. We are going to do an enrichment activity today. For that, you will want to open a new window in Onshape, a new part. I'm going to build quickly a 1x1 cube, 1x1x1 on the top sketch plane. Very quickly, center point rectangle. One enter, tick, extrude a new part. I'm going to make it symmetric, probably don't need to, and 1 inch deep on this face. Tick. All right, I'm done with that part. That'll be the center of the assembly I'm going to make. Next, I'm going to click on the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner. When I point at that, you see that it says Insert New Element. When I click on that, it offers me this menu, and I'm going to say Create Part Studio. So now I've got 2 Part Studio tabs, 1 and 2 along the bottom. In this new window, I'm going to also work on the top surface, top plane. I'm going to make a sketch. I'm going to make a cube, not a cube, a rectangular object on the top plane that is 2x2x1. So it's not really a cube. 2x2x1. 2 enter, 2 enter. Click the tick. Now I'm going to extrude that 1 inch thick. So it's another new, unlike in the other video, because this is in a separate drawing, I don't have to add on. It's a new extrusion. I'm going to make it 1 inch thick, and I'm also going to make it symmetric. All right, I'm clicking the tick. Now I've got this shape. I'm going to go back to the top, and I'm going to put a cube, extrude a cube in the middle of it on this top sketch plane that is 1x1x1, but I'm going to remove material. So making a 1x1 square, 1 enter, 1 enter, and I'm going to escape to not make another square. I'm going to hit that tick. Now I'm going to extrude just that center. I'm going to, instead of adding material though, I'm going to remove material. I'm going to click the merge with all. I'm going to make it a little more than 1 inch because I want it to remove all the way through. And I'm going to click the tick. And you'll see that I made a place that's the same size as my other cube. Now I need to make an assembly. So I'm going to click on the assembly button. And it brings up this new menu, and you see that it's blank. To bring in parts, I'm going to click on Insert, and I'm going to bring in this part first, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit to make it not so big, and then I'm going to bring in this part. It doesn't change the size of the part when I do that. It just zooms it. Okay, click my tick. They're both in there. To the right of the word Insert on the menu bar, there is a little thing that kind of looks like a clock, a 3 o'clock clock. My origin entry for this to make a mate connector, there's a lot of them that show up as I point at this, but I want the one at the center here, and I am going to switch the arrow on this menu to go the other way. So the little blue thing in the center points down, and then I'm going to click the tick. I'm going to do the same thing, click on Make Connector, and I'm going to do the same thing at the center of this one, and I am also going to switch that little blue pointer to going down. The next thing I want to do is mate or connect them. So there are various choices on this toolbar for the ways that I can connect things. The first one here is called fastened mate. If I wanted to put these two things together permanently, they wouldn't move again, I would use that one. This one is revolute mate. It would rotate in a circle. That's not going to work with two square parts. If there were two round parts, like if I was making a fidget spinner, I could totally do that. But in this case, I'm not going to. And then the last one is called slider mate. That's the one I want because I can put these two things together, but I'll be able to slide the two parts up and down. So slider mate. So I'm going to pick this one for my first mate connector, and I'm going to pick this one for my second mate connector, and they are together. I'm going to click the tick, and you can see they're together, and I can move this up and down, moving my part over a little bit too so you can see it. So I can still move it up and down, but they are together. So that is your challenge today. I challenge you to do that, to make these parts and mate them together. If you have any questions, I'm here to ask, but I'd like you to try to do this on your own a little bit while I help the students that aren't finished with their Onshape drawing. So this video will be here for you to do this with. It's an enrichment activity, but something for you to work on today to help you to go a little farther in Onshape.